Hey everybody, how's it going? This is John Breeden. It is February 27th, 2019. Here to preview the upcoming weekend. We have Las Vegas on tap this weekend. Another triple header coming up. We have trucks on Friday night. We have Xfinity racing on Saturday afternoon. And of course the Cup race on Sunday from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Third race of 2019. And let's go ahead and get into trucks. I want to talk about that first. If you check the entry list for the truck series, you will see that, yes, once again, Kyle Busch behind the wheel of the number 51 truck. So, he's pretty much a favorite. I mean, it's be dumb to bet against him. And obviously, people are going to get mad at me. But, yeah, I'm going to pick Kyle Busch for that race. There's really no reason not to. I mean, just besides the fact that it's the obvious choice. But hey, he won Las Vegas in the trucks last year. It's his home track. He's coming off a historical truck win. So, I mean, it's hard to bet against him, but going to be interesting to see who can challenge him, really. I mean, Johnny Sauter gave him a good run for his money last week at Atlanta. Crafton looked strong at points, but he would fade. And so, obviously, the truck veterans look good. I mean, Todd Gilliland, I was expecting more from him last week and didn't really see much of him. So, I wonder if he can get that figured out to go into Las Vegas. But, yeah, I mean, it's hard to bet against Kyle Busch. I mean, it would be dumb not to pick him. But so yeah, I'm gonna go with Kyle Busch. I think he wins the truck race. I think he pretty much dominates, and everybody else just gonna have to fend for themselves. We'll see where everybody else files in. The truck race, of course, taking place on Friday night. Next day, we have Xfinity Series racing from Las Vegas. And if you've checked the entry list for that one as well, Kyle Busch is also running the Xfinity Series, his first Xfinity race of 2019 at his home track at Las Vegas. And Austin Dillon also running in the number 10 car. So there are your two Cup drivers. Everybody else, of course, Christopher Bell, Justin Allgaier, all your other Xfinity regulars, of course, in the race as well. So, obviously, Christopher Bell made a statement last week in Atlanta. We know he's going to be fast on the mile and a halves. We know Kyle Busch is obviously going to be fast. So, it's hard to bet against the Joe Gibbs car. And obviously, I mean, Cole Custer's going to be fast too. We saw the speed from him last week. I actually picked him to win last week at Atlanta. He was fast as well. So was Tyler Reddick. So it's should be interesting. You should see all of them up there as well. Going to be interesting to see how Justin Allgaier fits in all this as well. So he didn't show all that much. I mean, I guess he was in the top 10 for some of that race last week, but he really didn't show that power speed we saw from him last season. So we'll have to see if he can get going in Vegas. But I tell you what, I'll go ahead and I will pick back-to-back. Christopher Bell wins at Las Vegas, gets his second straight Xfinity win. Of course, if I pick Kyle Busch, everybody's just going to get mad. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to pick Kyle for the truck race because it's just an obvious pick. But, people are going to get mad if I pick Kyle for both the Xfinity and truck. So I tell you what, Christopher Bell, he'll pull off the upset. He'll beat Kyle Busch and he'll win for the second straight week at back-to-back Atlanta and Las Vegas. So there you go. So Kyle Busch wins truck race. Christopher Bell wins the Xfinity race. And now to Cup. A lot of questions going into this weekend. How are the Fords? Are the Fords going to continue to get even stronger than they were last week? How are the Hendrick cars going to rebound? None of the Hendrick cars were in the top 10 last week, which was discussed by Kyle Larson. I don't exactly know where this interview was. Perhaps it was on Race Hub. I have not watched Race Hub this week, so I'm going to assume that he had an interview somewhere. He was talking about the Hendrick cars. And basically what he said was, this isn't an exact quote, but this is basically what he said. He thinks Hendrick runs bad at the beginning of the year and then goes undercover, so they'll be under the radar. And so later in the year, they can cheat and get their cars faster through inspections. So obviously that was meant to be taken as a joke. Larson actually sent out a statement last night on his Twitter apologizing if he offended anybody. He obviously meant it as, Hendrick's a great organization. So I assume, well, I'm not surprised. Some people probably did not take that as a joke, but nonetheless, the point of this is, and Jimmy Johnson yesterday tweeted out, we got a game plan going to Las Vegas, and truth be told, I don't know what that's going to be. It obviously did not work in Atlanta, and for none of the Hendrick guys. So it's going to have to be a major change. So hopefully they will improve, but I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, they definitely got to get up on the wheel this weekend. And obviously the Fords, of course, Brad won the race last week. Logano looked good. Blaney looked good. All the Stewart-Haas cars look great. So they're going to be prime contenders. And, of course, Larson dominated last week, ended up getting a pit road penalty. And like I said, man, how many times does that have to happen to Kyle Larson? He gets in position to win a race, and something just goes wrong. So it was unfortunate for him last week. But if you're a Kyle Larson fan out there, I will shed some light on the situation. I think my prediction for this Cup race is I think Kyle Larson will get redemption and win this Sunday in Las Vegas. I think Kyle Larson rebounds. He snaps that winless drought dating back to Richmond in 2017. That was the September race at Richmond. And yeah, he's won Las Vegas in the Xfinity Series before. He's always good in a mile and a half. He was great last week in Atlanta. So I say he rebounds. I say Kyle Larson gets the win in Las Vegas. So there you go. Trucks, Kyle Busch wins. Xfinity, Christopher Bell wins. And Cup, Kyle Larson wins. You can catch the Cup race 3:30 Eastern on not FS1, Fox. And then, of course, the truck race Friday night, the Xfinity race Saturday afternoon. I don't know the times for those, but I assume the truck race probably around 7 or 8, and then the Xfinity race probably about the same time, maybe 3:30 on Saturday. So that is my preview for Las Vegas. I will be back on Monday to review the race weekend and see if my predictions were correct. Everybody tune in this weekend. Race weekend in Vegas. Everybody have a great day.